Hey y'all, my name is Mallory from Stay at Home Mallory. I post all kinds of homemaking and cleaning content, and today's video is going to be a pantry and fridge clean and organize. So the first thing I'm super excited about, because if y'all have seen my videos, you know that pretty much anytime I'm in the kitchen, I complain about not having enough space in here. So my husband actually found this pantry thing right behind me. He found it on Amazon. We've been looking for a while, and he found one on Amazon. It's a little standalone, as you can tell. He put it together for me last night. So I'm going to be taking the food from the one tiny cabinet we have in here and putting it in here, you know, kind of getting things organized and set up and whatnot. I'm really excited. I think right now the kids have like toys all in it because they were playing in it this morning. But also I do need to, because they're both in the same room, I'm just gonna get this done today too. Whew, I'm out of breath. I also need to clean out our fridge really bad. Let me turn this around. So we just had my daughter's birthday party. It's just unorganized in general, but we just had my daughter's birthday party, so we had this giant jug of tea that apparently was leaking, and so it was like splashed all down the sides. It's like all in here. This is like stuck. It's so gross. And then it's all in the bottom. There was a shelf right here that was full of like 2 inches worth of tea. You can see it's just splashed, and our fridge clearly has not been like cleaned out or organized for a while anyways. So that just desperately needs to get done. Yeah, here is kind of, there's our cabinet situation. This is the one cabinet we have for food, or had, I should say. So we've got like snacks all over the counters. I think we even have some like shoved in here with, this is where our pots and pans were, but now it's got snacks and stuff in here. So yeah, I think that's trying to decide if I want to start with the pantry, like the snacks, or the fridge. Probably the pantry. That'll be a little bit easier so I can get into the groove. So we're gonna go ahead and start with all that. So right now I'm just looking around the kitchen and finding all of our like food items. I'm leaving sauces and spices and that kind of thing over in the cabinets, like on either side of the microwave right there. But otherwise, like all of our food items, we had that one cabinet that was overflowing. We had a lot of food just sitting out on the counters like you saw. We had them crammed in other cabinets. I already told you all this, I showed you this, but that's what I'm doing now, is just going in and gathering all of that. I put it on the table and then over on this counter. That way I can kind of organize it into like different groups to kind of organize the pantry just a little bit to make things easier to find. One of the biggest reasons I wanted a pantry, besides the obvious like extra space, was that way the kids can easily reach, like giving them their snacks, putting their snacks somewhere accessible. Goodness, couldn't think of words. But this way their snacks are super accessible. That's what I'm doing now. I'm just putting most of their, like, I like getting individually packaged snacks for them so they can just grab and go. It's way easier. It is slightly more expensive, but it's just a lot more convenient, and they can see all of their snacks in like one place instead of having to go on a scavenger hunt throughout our kitchen to you know, find where all the snacks are just shoved right now, wherever they fit. And they couldn't really reach their snacks for the most part because they were like up on top of the counters and in the upper cabinets. So now they can reach it all, they can see it all in one place. It's just super convenient. I am editing and filming this the same day, so they've already had like 50 snacks since I set this up. I think they're just really enjoying it. I don't blame them. I am too, honestly. So that's why I'm putting their stuff on like the bottom shelves. That way it's the most accessible for them, putting like their breakfast stuff next to it. And then, like I said, or I don't know, maybe I didn't say this out loud yet, but I'm just going to loosely categorize these. I'm gonna have another little snack cabinet right here, like some chips and popcorn and nuts and stuff like that. And then I think next to it was like random lunch and like quick dinner things. The shelves above it, let's see, I think there was like junk food and what was the other one? Oh yeah, cans. And then the top shelf, I have all of our like ingredients, like pasta and rice and stuff like that on the very top shelf. So yeah, it doesn't look like super aesthetically pleasing because I don't have all the like fancy organizing bins and containers and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love those. I love watching like videos where people organize their pantries with those, and I would love to use them, and I kind of have tried in the past, but to me it's just a lot of work. Like, it's kind of expensive too, having to buy all of those extra things, and then it's a lot of work because now I just got done grocery shopping, and now instead of just having to put everything in the cabinets, I've got to like unbox everything, reorganize it, and then put it in the cabinets. So unfortunately, like, it doesn't look super aesthetically pleasing, but I really love it because it gave us so much more space, and it is kind of loosely categorized, so I know where things are going to be easily. This will also make grocery shopping so much easier. I just open our pantry and then open our fridge. That's all I need to do to see what we have and what we don't have. Anyways, I've been going on and on for like 5 minutes now. So I'm going to empty out the fridge and clean that. From this point on, this video is like a judgment-free zone because this was absolutely disgusting in here. So yeah, I had tons of expired food that I didn't realize I had. We had the tea had spilled, and we had a jar of mangoes had spilled in there also, apparently at some point in time, who knows when. But yeah, it's really disgusting in here, so I'm sorry you have to see this. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna stop talking your ear off for a few minutes now. So these drawers I'm just going to take out entirely and hand wash those whenever I clear out a spot in the sink. I've got a ton of dirty dishes right now, so I didn't get to this quite yet, but I am gonna, since I had like tea and stuff like standing in it, I'm just gonna hand wash those. I didn't want to like try and wipe it out because I didn't think I could get it quite clean enough. So by the time I finally get done cleaning the fridge out, it looks like a huge difference. But by the time I had finished cleaning, the food had been sitting out on the counter for a really long time, and the fridge had been like left open for a really long time. So I'm just going to go ahead and like quickly shove everything back in the fridge off camera. I'm not really going to show that because I didn't do any like major organizing anyways of the fridge. Kind of like the pantry, I've got it loosely categorized and I can find things from there pretty easily. So yeah, that'll be all for today's video. I hope you got some extreme motivation out of this. I know my fridge is like the one thing that I neglect the absolute most, and it probably should be like one of the things I definitely choose, or like I definitely pay the most attention to, because that's where our food is. But I don't know, I'm just awful at it for some reason. So yeah, if you are, I hope this video helped you out, or it was just like satisfying to watch because it was like absolutely disgusting, and then it looked pretty good afterwards. So anyways, and also with the pantry thing, I'm super excited to have that. It's really nice. So, you know, if you have a small kitchen like I do, this was like $200 on Amazon. I can link it down below in the description box. I think it was right around $200, and I am in love with it. Best $200 ever. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we are getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!